Hey there, viewers! Personal question. Have you been taking care of your bladder lately? I know it sounds silly, but your bladder health is really easy to overlook. Each year, an estimated 19,000 people in the United States die from bladder cancer, the majority of which are men. Let's talk about 7 bladder symptoms you just can't ignore. Do you feel pain while going to the bathroom? Are you going way too much? Are you having issues even going? Wait, is there blood in your urine? We're talking about all this and more. Number 1. Blood in your urine. We're starting our list with one of the most alarming health concerns, finding blood in your urine. It needs to be said, if you find blood in your urine, talk to a doctor immediately. This is a sign that something is going horribly wrong with your bladder. First, let's walk you through exactly what the bladder is. I get it, you know the human body, but a lot of people get the bladder confused with the kidneys and other lower body areas. Your bladder is a hollow, muscular organ sitting on your pelvic floor. It stores urine from the kidneys. From here, it's disposed through your urine. When your urine appears to have a red tint, it's usually a sign of a urinary tract infection, also known as a UTI. A urinary tract infection is an infection in any part of your urinary system. This includes kidneys, bladder, or urethra. UTIs usually happen after bacteria makes their way into the urinary tract. As you can imagine, this doesn't tickle. It can actually be pretty painful, but that's not the only thing that blood in the urine can signal. It could also mean bladder cancer. Well over 70,000 Americans are diagnosed each year with this terrible disease. When you find blood in your urine, it's definitely frightening, but it's best to brave it and talk to a medical professional ASAP. Don't ignore it. Have you ever found blood in your urine? Did you talk to a doctor? Sound off in the comment section and start a conversation with our Bestie community. Number 2. Pain while urinating. Brace yourselves for this, you guys. There's going to be a lot of urine talk in this video. One of the symptoms of a bladder infection is pain while urinating. Simply put, it shouldn't hurt when you go to the bathroom. If you're feeling a sharp burning sensation while urinating, you probably have a UTI. It's actually one of the more common symptoms. The burning will usually be accompanied by a dull pain in the lower abdomen. Aside from UTIs, this pain may also signal inflammation of the bladder or urethra as well as kidney stones. While this is enough to warrant a doctor's visit, there are several things you can do to help first. For one, stay hydrated. You should also stay away from foods that irritate your bladder. Another thing to avoid is certain laundry products. You don't want particles getting inside and causing an infection. See if the pain goes away after trying out these tips. If not, you should definitely head to a doctor. Number 3. You go to the bathroom way too much. Peeing frequently is not a good sign. For the record, the average healthy person urinates 4 to 10 times a day. Any more than that is a little excessive. But if you do find yourself running to the nearest bathroom, it may be a sign that something's up with your bladder. There's actually several possibilities. The first one you need to consider is the most common. You're drinking too much liquid, way too much. We often overestimate how much water we need. Heavy water consumption will fill your bladder up quicker, causing you to go more than you need to. Some people go every hour. Just so you know, experts recommend 8 8-ounce glasses of water a day just to be safe. This is known as the 8x8 rule. If you're drinking more than that, your trips to the toilet are going to increase. But frequent urination can mean something much more serious. It can also be a sign of bladder cancer as well as diabetes. If you've decreased your water intake and you're still rushing to the bathroom, get to a doctor. Number 4. Your urine smells. That's right, if your pee smells, it might be a sign of a health problem. Your urine shouldn't have a strong odor. Now, we've all heard the old joke about what happens after you eat asparagus, and that's all true, but it can't be a lot more serious than that. Smelly urine is often a sign of diabetes. With uncontrolled diabetes, you collect sugar in your urine. This makes it smell much sweeter. Now, you may be wondering yourself, what's so foul about that? Well, let's face it, any kind of sweet smell coming from your urine is gonna be gross. Foul-smelling urine can also be a sign of urinary tract infection. On top of that, you can get a bad smell from certain medications. If the smell continues, you need to get answers from a health professional. It's not smart to wait around. Before we continue, are you looking to get in shape? You need to make sure your diet's right. Check out our recent video on 9 reasons why you need to drink more turmeric tea. Now back to our discussion on bladder symptoms you should never ignore. Number 5. Dark or cloudy urine. Your urine is always going to look different. Depending on how hydrated you are, the liquid may look a lot darker. I'm talking about deep yellow. If this is the case, you're likely not getting enough water. It can also mean that there are dangerous products inside you that your body's trying to flush out. On the other hand, if your pee is looking clear, it usually means you're getting the proper amount of fluids. Now, if your urine is looking cloudier, your bladder might be infected. You may also have kidney stones. Kidney stones happen when your urine contains more crystal-forming substances than the fluid can process. Your fluid also lacks substances that prevent crystals from sticking together. As a result, kidney stones form. If you're noticing dark or cloudy urine on a regular basis, you're gonna need a urine test from a medical expert. Number 6, there's pain in your lower back. I know, pain in your back can be caused by a million different things. Just lifting something a little too heavy can put you out of commission. But if the discomfort is on one side of your lower back, it's more serious than you think. This kind of pain usually means you have some sort of kidney issue. When the kidneys are infected or blocked, you may feel an ache coming from that general area. A pain in the lower back area can also signal bladder cancer. This pain is not the kind that comes and goes. It sticks around and only gets worse. Watch to make sure that the pain doesn't increase. You may be going through the first stages of a very serious illness. Number 7, trouble going to the bathroom. When we go to the bathroom, we usually imagine a pretty simple procedure. We've only been doing it our entire lives, but some people have issues when going. If this is you, you might be having bladder problems. For one, it could mean a prolapsed bladder. Also known as cystocele, this happens when the ligaments in a woman's bladder are no longer able to hold up. As a result, the muscles weaken and make it a lot more difficult to pee. Trouble with urination can also be a sign of enlarged prostate. When your prostate gland has gotten too big, it will block the flow of urine from leaving your bladder smoothly. This can lead to a bladder infection as well as a UTI. You'll also experience kidney issues. Good luck having a quick trip to the bathroom after that. This is usually accompanied by several symptoms we already mentioned. This includes a sharp pain. If your issues going to the bathroom are lasting over a long period of time, you need to see a healthcare professional. This way you get a diagnosis before things get even worse. Yup, your bladder is important, but it's not the only organ you need to be concerned about. Have I sparked your interest? Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more organ videos, shall we? Check out our list of 12 signs that your kidneys need help. Or how about 11 early signs of heart disease in men that you shouldn't ignore? Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both. Learn more about how to keep your organs healthy. Have you experienced any kind of kidney symptoms we listed? Let us know in the comments below.